Hello everyone, I'm Storm Checker ET meteorologist Austin Haskins. The last weekend of spring is here. The summer solstice beginning next Thursday just before 4 p.m. Central Time. And we're starting off this weekend looking rather nice. Friday looking great. Plenty of sunshine, light winds, low humidity, and seasonable to slightly above average for those temperatures for today. Now, rain and storm chances are going to be around basically every day beginning tomorrow in some capacity. And there will be periods of some heavier rain and maybe even some strong to severe storms as well. We'll take a look at least in the short term with that. And then it's going to be turning hot and rather humid Sunday through about the middle of next week. So let's start you with Futurecast. And today, no problems whatsoever, as I mentioned. A lot of sunshine, mild temperatures, light winds, low humidity. Can't ask for a much better day than that. But I want to caution you, if you're going to be outdoors today, sunglasses, sunscreen will likely be needed. In fact, you probably should have it today because the UV index is going to be up to about a 9 today. So sunburn can occur in about 15 minutes or less. We're quiet this evening, so if you want to do anything outdoors, looking pretty good for that. A few clouds rolling overnight, maybe a sprinkle or a shower around, but really, I think until we get to about the early afternoon tomorrow, everyone is going to stay dry. Rain chances start to move in as early as about 1 to 2 p.m. to the southwest and will gradually move northeast into the afternoon and evening as a warm front pushes through. Now, as the warm front pushes through, likely we'll see one round of showers, maybe a few storms move through, but then Saturday night, we're going to have multiple waves of showers and thunderstorms move through, and that will lead to the potential for some heavy rainfall and even a couple strong to severe storms, as I mentioned. That's out of here by about mid-morning on Sunday, and we're really going to warm things up, and it is going to be just downright steamy on Sunday. Those dew points are going to be really high, and we could be talking about the heat index getting close to maybe advisory threshold, which is around that 95 to 100 degree mark. So we'll have to kind of watch out for that. But Sunday afternoon looks dry. Sunday evening is going to be dry, but there are some signals that we could see a few showers and storms develop as early as late Sunday afternoon into Sunday evening. But really, I think as we get into late Sunday evening and overnight into Monday morning, more showers and storms are expected to develop. So how much rain are we looking at? And I'm only going from noon tomorrow to noon Sunday. It's kind of that 24-hour window. Most likely we'll see anywhere from about 1/4 to 1.25 inches of rain. But the higher end, I have up to about 2.5 inches because we could have multiple waves of showers and storms move through. Plus, there's going to be a lot of moisture to work with and a lot of moisture for the clouds to kind of wring out and bring down to the surface. So there could be some heavy pockets of rain mixed in. And with the recent rain that we've had as well, this is the excessive rain outlook from the Weather Prediction Center, and it puts us in a slight risk for excessive rain, and that's because of all the recent rainfall we've had. And this could lead to maybe some minor areas of flooding, especially in lower lying areas and ponding of water on roadways. So just be mindful of that if you're traveling late Saturday night, and especially with it being dark. If you see any water over the roadways, it's best to turn around and find another route because you may not know what happens underneath that water. The road could be washed out, things like that. So be mindful of that if you're traveling tomorrow night into Sunday morning. Also, overnight, Saturday into Sunday morning, level 1 out of 5 risk for a couple strong to severe storms. This is for basically Eau Claire points west and then really south of the Osceola and Prairie Farm areas, and then west of Arcadia and Galesville. So that includes Menominee, New Richmond, Red Wing, Alma, and Durand. And then Sunday, this is for Sunday late evening into the overnight hours, but could be as early as late afternoon on Sunday. The entire area is under a level 1 risk for both days, hail and wind being the main threats as of right now. And of course, once we get a little bit closer in time, we'll update you on that. Also, too, it's going to be turning humid, as I mentioned. So today and tomorrow, the dew point's going to be hanging out kind of in that comfy to noticeable category. But then we jump it up into the 60s and 70s for Sunday, and that's going to continue into next week. And there will be times we're going to see those dew points maybe getting into the low to if not mid-70s. So you take that, combined with the forecasted temperatures in the upper 80s to low 90s, you're talking that heat index value getting up into the mid and upper 90s to maybe even approaching 100 degrees on Sunday. This is the excessive heat risk outlook we're looking at here. Monday might not be as bad. I think we'll see either cooler temperatures or the dew points will be just a touch lower, and then we'll be back kind of in the upper 80s to low to mid 90s on Tuesday. So we're going to be talking about that heat index for several days starting on Sunday. And again, as I mentioned, by Sunday, we could be teetering on heat advisory thresholds. So if there are any alerts for that, of course, we'll keep you updated there. Temperatures today, though, nowhere near that. Upper 70s to low 80s. Again, great day. Get outside and enjoy it while you can, because also, too, we're going to have another comfortable night ahead of us with those low temperatures in the 50s to near 60, but we're likely not going to have temperatures this cool at night for at least the next 5-6 days potentially, as you'll see on the extended forecast. Now, tomorrow, because of the clouds and the rain chances around, will limit temperatures to the mid-70s. Still not too bad, but look what happens by Sunday. We'll jump those temperatures ranging from the mid-80s northeast, and I think there's a pretty good chance, especially with us clearing in the afternoon, a lot of us are likely going to get to 90 and maybe even into the low 90s. You can see Alma and Red Wing, I'm forecasting 93 degrees, 91 for Eau Claire, which would actually be the first day we've hit 90 this year. And you can see those overnight lows, too, in the 65 to 70 degree range. Now, we'll stay in the mid-80s to near 90 into next week, but I want to caution you, though, too. Depending on the rain coverage each day, temperatures may be fluctuating up and down a little bit. So if we see a higher coverage of rain, temperatures are probably going to stay closer to the upper 70s, low 80s. But if we see chances of rain decreasing coverage, that will allow temperatures to likely get up into the mid and upper 80s to even some days in the low 90s. So next week's forecast is a little bit up in the air as of now, but as always, we will be here to keep you updated.